Hopefully you can see all the cards, Sagittarius, TGIF. Yes, it's the freaking weekend. How are y'all? We made it. Yes. So we're going to take a look at the weekend energies, or as I like to call it, the weekend sauce. Because everything's sauce. You know why, Sag? Because we start the sauce. We are the sauce. So, if you're looking for an affirmation, just remember you could use this for yourself. I am the sauce. Or what was one of my favorites? I am the table. Don't worry about what I bring. I bring the table, y'all. Okay, I'm just being silly because that's what I do because I've been up since 4:30. That's right, I'm queen of the side hustle. So Sagittarius, if this is your first time here, this is a Sagittarius channel. And so if you're looking for personal readings, remember these are general readings, okay? So, if you're wanting something more personal, check out the description. It will give you all the information you need. I also offer extended readings on some of the readings, not all the readings. Definitely not the everyday readings, but, some of the love readings and stuff. So, and it doesn't matter what you're looking for. If you're looking for new love, old love, spiritual guidance, you're going to find it here and a lot of like-minded people because I very much believe in community, which is why I answer all the messages. Okay, Sag, I know. And we have a full moon in Sagittarius tomorrow. We do. So you may be feeling that energy building, because the way that Sagittarius feels it is like they just want to speak a whole lot of truth. Let me tell you something. So watch your words this weekend, Sag, because sometimes, you know what? People aren't ready for it. They aren't. Okay, so let me get started and stop talking. So the energies that are coming in are interesting. I do feel like we are, as Sagittarians, completing cycles. There's a lot of energy of completion, and that makes sense because the Sagittarius full moon wants us to be honest with ourselves and to push forward. That is our nature. We are not a sign that likes stagnation or likes to sit in shit. We don't. We don't. And that's why, that's just how we are. Okay, so we're seeing Goddess of the Moon, door to romance, and angel of balance. What? So here, it gets deeper than that, Sag. So Goddess of the Moon is about connecting to your spirituality, maybe spending some time, meditating or, just connecting spiritually, right? Connecting with yourself. And it's really funny that Goddess of the Moon should come out when the full moon is in Sagittarius. So, you know what, y'all? Go out for a walk under the full moon and talk to it. I know it sounds crazy, but tell your wishes to the moon. It wants to make it happen for you. But, what this is about is the Ten of Wands because, you know what? This is really about moving on from the past. The Ten of Wands, you may also, be moving on from feeling very obligated to things. Now, what I feel, that's like feeling like you have to carry everything, like you have to do everything. It can often refer to grind culture for me. But it's kind of like you are releasing the world being on your shoulder, Sag. I love it. And definitely it is that move away from the past. And what's interesting is that you start with a 10 and you end with a 10. So we're definitely seeing 10-10. There are definitely quite a few Sagittarians who are moving away from the past, because you know what? It's just too much to carry. It's too heavy. And maybe even, I feel like you are maybe coming into a time of fun as well, where maybe you're not so busy. Maybe, you're lightening your load so that you can have more fun to do what you want to do. Because, that is also Sagittarius. Now, door to romance is here, Sag. And maybe that's why also it's important to bring to a close whatever like baggage you might be holding on to in regards to the past, because there's new love that wants to come in. Now, I know some of y'all that aren't interested in new love or maybe waiting for someone, this can also be something opening up. Okay, because the King of Cups is balance. The King of Cups is not letting outside factors get to you. It's definitely emotional intelligence. And so, for those of you who are putting yourself out there, you're putting yourself out there in a way that says, I know what I want. I want someone who is emotionally mature, accountable, balanced, mature. I love the King of Cups as an energy. This is someone who is emotionally open, who is ready, and that may be what's showing up for you. But it also may be the energy you're taking through that door, because of everything that you've learned, right? I love that, y'all. And, and I feel like Sagittarius also is trying to bring balance into their life. Right? The angel of balance is here. And, there is a lot here about moving away from stuff. But also, I kind of am feeling like, it can be either you work too much, right? Or you don't work enough. Whatever it is, this really strikes me as work-life balance, right? So, I kind of feel like that's coming to an end where, the lack of balance you might feel in one area of your life, it's kind of like everything is coming together. Now, the Ten of Swords can talk about, you've learned a big lesson here, Sag. You've learned a big lesson, but this has to do with balance. Okay, I don't feel like this is heartbreak. I feel like this is balance. Especially with the Ten of Wands here, because it kind of feels to me like you tend to take too much onto your plate, and there's kind of an energy of that leaving because you are paying more attention to romance. So this really kind of says to me that for a lot of Sagittarians, maybe you work too much, because I feel like Sagittarius is that sign where they'll take all the jobs, because we have this energy of, we're not very good at delegating. We kind of take everything on ourselves, right? That's a fire sign for you. Just let me do it, right? And you've learned a big lesson here in regards to, bringing balance into your life. Yeah. Wow. And that feels like a much lighter energy is coming in then, Let's see who's influencing this weekend. Well, Sag, this message won't be for everybody, but you're definitely walking away from anything that is toxic. You know why, Sag? You know why? You're not here for liars. The Seven of Swords and the Devil. You're walking away from anyone who you have to question, right? Because Sagittarius is very transparent. We actually insist on it, right? And so if you feel any of that with people, if you feel like you're walking away, you're like, you know what? I don't have to stick around for this, and I'm not going to. Because when it comes to these energies, you have spent so much time healing from them that you're just really sure that you're not going to waste time on it anymore. So I really love that. I really love that, Sagittarius. So let's see what you want to do, what you're actually doing, and these actions that are coming into play, Sag. So let's get your sign, right? I'm sorry about all the outside noise. I have to have the window open. So bear with me a second. Okay, so I literally had to wait for a truck to pass, for the dog to stop barking. And you hear her, she is still barking. So your sign for the weekend is a dream message. So pay attention to your dreams. If you do not keep, you can actually ask when you go to bed to remember what happens in your dreams, and keep a notebook by your bed so that you can write these things down, because often there are I've had whole conversations in dreams. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. So what you want to do is you want to relax, Sag. You want to relax. Six of Pentacles and the Star, like you want to, probably have some interactions with people, because the Six of Pentacles talks about give and take. And with the Star, you just want to get together with people. You want to relax. You want to feel, you want to be with people that you feel good with, the Star can also represent something new, but I kind of feel like you just want to take it easy, be around people who give to who you want to give to people who give to you, and you just want to relax. But is that really how it ever goes, Sag? Because what's actually happening is the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, which says to me, now my first intuitive hit on that was that there are problems with work that you're going to have to take care of. You're not happy about it, okay, but you have to, right? Because with the Three of Pentacles, you probably work with other people, but it would be the sense that you're the leader here, that people follow your lead, right? And that may have something to do with it. Maybe people are having trouble working together, right? And if it isn't work, it's just that people are coming to you with problems they want you to solve. Isn't that always what happens? I tell you what. Sag. And threes are really prevalent in this reading, so there may be something in terms of support. But, so the actions you're being led to take, Sag, is Queen of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Prioritize your time, okay? The Queen of Swords is logical. She doesn't waste her time. And so, maybe the answer is just being organized and, dealing with each priority as it comes up, because it's telling you to prioritize your happiness here. Do what you have to do, but don't waste any time on BS, right? If you don't have an actual problem, I'm not dealing with this. That's kind of the Queen of Swords for me. So because you may want to spend time with family, you may want to, but there's a sense with the Ten of Cups that you just really want to spend time with the people that you love. You don't want to waste time. And here's the Queen of Wands on the bottom with the Four of Pentacles, and the Palace of Pentacles is kind of like your environment, stability, right? And, this is definitely saying that you are moving towards stability, right? Yeah, Sag. And FYI, I'm going to do a June reading for general energies. I usually don't do them because I don't do the monthlies because I do so many readings. I'm like, if I just did monthlies, I think that would be different, but, I digress. We're going to take a look and get some advice, and at the end, we're going to do a yes or no question, okay? Yes. So let's see what the moon wants to tell you about this weekend. How is the moon helping Sagittarius? I can tell you it's shining light on things, and this is very much a manifesting moon. So don't be afraid. Be delusional. Ask for big things, Sagittarius. You deserve it. You deserve it. Oh, I got the chill, y'all. So you may be getting big things. So what does the moon want to tell Sagittarius about the weekend? And if you don't like tarot readers who talk shit, then this ain't the place for you. So what do you want to tell Sagittarius? Go deeper. New moon in Scorpio. That tends to deal with fears, you know, but we are in some purging energy. So you may have some kind of subconscious, maybe things you didn't even realize were there coming up for you. You know, and I feel like the universe wants you to not stress about it. And, you know, being it's a new moon, this is new moon in Scorpio, you know, this could be surprising to you, you know, and you being like, I don't know where this is coming from. With the full moon in Gemini here, which is interesting because we are in Gemini season, right? And, you know, it's about going with the flow. And I feel like this definitely may have to do with relationships for you. You know, there's been a lot of messages in terms of relationships, things coming up in relationships. And you're really being called to just, you know what? I'm going to just go with the flow here. Okay, this is what we're doing. Okay. You know, and really be gentle with yourself when these darker, because Scorpio is Pluto, and that means some deep-seated things inside us come up that are kind of harsh, you know, to deal with. And, you know, being a mutable sign, it's kind of your fluid. So just flow through it. Just say, oh, okay, I see this, and flow through it. Okay. Hopefully you know what I mean when I say that, right? Yeah. So let's see what your soul wants to tell you. What is Sagittarius's soul truth? Sagittarius's soul truth. And be thinking about your question. Okay? Yeah. Because I have these Ask the Universe cards. So what is Sagittarius's soul truth? What is the truth Sagittarius is supposed to see? From deep. What is the soul truth for Sagittarius? Okay, right quick. Oh boy, Sag. Who am I ready to forgive? It's more completion energy, because when we forgive, we're letting it go, you know, to make space for new things. They're telling you that it's time to let go of something, and an exercise that would help you would be to write a forgiveness letter. You don't have to give it to the person. You don't have to tell the person. You know, you do this for you, Sag. Okay. So let's see. Take a deep breath and think about your question. You can even pause the video if you want to. These nails, I don't even know why I did these nails. So what is the answer to Sagittarius's question? Okay. The answer to Sagittarius's question. What is the answer to, okay. A breakthrough is coming. Okay. The answer to Sagittarius's. Okay, you may be wanting something to work out, and you may be asking if it's going to, and it's telling you a breakthrough is coming and that you should give it some time. Okay, Sag, that is the answer to your question, and that is the weekend sauce. Toodles.